Son of a bitch. Well, we're gonna wait until everybody starts up again. My God, I'm sorry. Anyways. Hit the damn end button instead of backing out. Anyways, I guess we'll wait until everybody gets back in or everybody gets the slow ass notification from YouTube. Fucking hell. Give it like probably about 10 minutes and people will join in. Something like that. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry, I hit the end button instead of backing out and coming back in. I hit the end button. But anyways, sorry about that. So let's try to have a good day without any more fuck-ups, eh? Yeah. Because, can't go a day without a fuck-up, eh? So, anyways, like what I was saying, there is a new movement in survival. And no, it's not glamping, it's not all that bullshit. It is actually called intellectual survival. But intellectual survival is now a complete movement. It is a movement of keeping the intelligent parts of the world, the intelligent parts of humanity around, like teachers, college professors, people that can become scribes, people that can know what was in our history when the apocalypse happened. And, well, what about doctors, lawyers, all that stuff? Well, y'all are in my crotch now, so I hope y'all enjoy being between my legs. But anyways, the idea is to take the highly intelligent individuals of our society and keep them in a kind of like a fallout situation. And in that fallout situation, these people are going to be evacuated years before a fallout situation happens or a end of the world scenario happens. I want to know is, how does the government know if a fallout or a end of the world scenario is going to happen a year before it happens, to keep these individuals and give these individuals a bunker like scenario to live in and thrive in while everything's happening to the world? But it's, how does the government know this? How does any how does anybody know when to say now is the time to put these people, not the people that can bring back society out of the fall of the planet, the fall of civilization, but to keep our lore, our historians, all this stuff, keep them safe, to be able to record the events leading up to and after an apocalyptic event. I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody in our government to today that can know when to say, right now is the time to do that. Right now is the time to herd intellectuals and put them into captivity. See that sorry, I'm trying to read and I'm trying to drive at the same again. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Anyways, right? Uh, you know, America's a two-way street, Jessica. I mean, other countries make America seem like the Emerald City of Wizard of Oz, you know? But in reality, for the majority of people in America, America sucks. America is horrible. But it's the same way that Americans are taught to look at other countries also. We're taught that, Australia is a beautiful country. They have the outback. They have, y'all have dingoes. Y'all have kangaroos. Y'all have koalas. Y'all, you have all this wildlife out there. Yeah, a good majority of your wildlife wants to kill you. That is true. I mean, but it's the same thing up here in the States. Half of our wildlife wants to kill us too. I mean, but, yeah, there's things you can get away with in America and like a slap on the wrist. I mean, you can have sex in a car while driving 90 miles an hour down the interstate. Yes, you can. But if you don't get caught, Hey, I would love to be married to a koala. Oh my God, there's like 40 deer running across my yard. Damn it, I wish I had my gun. Anyway, sorry. So, hey everybody. Sorry about all that. Anyways, I'm back here now. But yeah, like, Wally, yeah, I feel like it is staged for the I feel like the government is staged to people that are of certain classes. You know what I mean? Right, Wally? Ain't that the truth, brother? Like, yeah, a good majority of cops are corrupt. Yes, they are. It's the same thing with politicians. It's the same thing with lawyers. It's the same thing with even doctors, the judicial system, judges, the jury, stuff like that. Everything is always one-sided. Everything can be bought off, you know. Oh, Wally. Don't even worry about it, brother. You know I don't care. My channel is all about talking the truth. It's all about talking the truth. Like, there is no politically correct ways of thinking. Hi, babies. The cats say hi to y'all. The cats say hi. Hey, Dale. How you doing, brother? Nah, there ain't no smutcast here. I mean, I'm the smuttiest of them all. What's up, Sonny? How you doing, brother? Anyways, yeah, I got 4 outdoor kitties. My barn cats. They 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 kill they kill the rodents and see them all. Yeah, yeah. What is it, Socks? What is it, Snow? Socks, Snow, and Ginger, and their mama is named Patches. Socks, get out of the car, boy. Anyways, so, but yes, this intellectual survival, this intellectual. Come on, big boy. Sorry, give me a second. Let me get these cats out of here. Come on, big boy. Come on. Ugh, good boy. This intellectual survival is it a world demanding idea? I mean, we've always had people that were able to, be able to scribe, be able to record history. Now, the ability to remember all of history, that's a different story, And to remember history, you have to teach history the right way. If you don't teach history correctly to the next generations and everything becomes muddled. And if society as we know it ends, we're not going to have Google. We're not going to have right, Jessica. Yeah, why don't cats and dogs and everything have, like, why doesn't authentic German shepherds bark different than American German shepherds? You know what I mean? But it's like in their blood to understand German. Yes, babies. Yes. I will get y'all food. Hold on. But I don't understand why we're going to spend, and this is a government run survival plan to keep the intellectuals around. I think the I believe the Senate signed a $1.5 trillion dollar law or something like that in every state there is going to be one bunker system to hold up to 200 selected individuals from each state. Yes, babies. So it's going to be a $1.5 trillion thing. Oh, yeah. Right, Dale. We need that too. What's up, Cynthia? How you doing, sis? Take care of yourself today, Joseph. It was good seeing you in here, brother. But look at it. It's called the Intellectual Survival Program. And each state is going to have like a fallout shelter implemented in each state, in each major city. And it's going to be dug into I believe they said 150 acre square foot government protected land, and that's enough land to have a full-blown garden, a full-blown orchard, garden, livestock, everything to be held on that land. But they're not looking at the people that are basic blue collar jobs, people that have the basic skills like carpenters, bricklayers, construction workers, stuff like that. They're not paying for a fallout shelter to keep these people, to hold these people if anything ever happened. Right, Sonny. Hey, how you doing, Burgundy? How you doing? Hello. So there is quite a few, and it's only being done in America. They said that they're going to start doing a NATO agreement in other countries to do this also, to make sure that every civilization, every society, every culture has people that can record and keep their country's history. So if the end of days actually happens, you're going to see a mass. You're going to see a mass. What's the word? Takeover. You're not going to have people of different countries anymore. You're not going to have. Everybody is going to live on one. The remaining amount of humans left in the world is going to be in one country. There's not going to be like Chinatown, Italian town, stuff like that. There's not going to be that way. Everybody is going to interbreed. Everybody's going to cross connect. There's going to be one absolute race. Right, Sonny? You can be the face of, you could be the president. I don't care. But, all countries are going to be meld together. It's the way that the world is. But in doing this and everything, they're still going to keep every country's culture alive still. In doing that, I don't know how they will simulate that with only because if what was it last year when those idiots blew up the stone monument in Georgia that we all blamed Sonny for. That we all blamed Paranormal Chop Shop for. We all blamed he blew them up. But if you look and look at the old pictures and everything of that monument, it was saying, the Georgia Guidestones. Thank you, Wally. Yes. If you look on that, it was talking about everything that's going on right now. And it was talking the truth. Those stones were lying. People thought they were racist. People thought they had a lot of bullshit about those stones. But no, it was a preparation guide stone. It was a preparation about the end days. And it was saying that only like 100,000 people were going to survive at the end of days. And that's really a true rough estimate number. Especially in this day of age where people are going to start killing each other. People are going to start, you see it every day happening. But, even Texas has a bunker. Texas has a huge bunker that I used to guard that I don't guard anymore. But it was a front. It was like a bus terminal front. And underneath you would see the local militia bringing in truckload after truckload of ammunition, MREs, everything, clothes, a shitload of stuff. And it was all dug underground. And it's still, it's still in work. And they will have huge, heavy military trucks every night bringing in stuff. Yeah, it's a huge bunker. It's a huge bunker. It's supposed to be a public defense bunker for the residents of San Antonio. The residents, we all have numbers for this bunker. I am number 538. And, you know, me and my wife, that's our combined number is 538. And if anything ever happens in Texas or whatever, we are to evacuate and go to that bunker and share and live with other people in this bunker until whatever ending event or whatever happens or takes place. Yeah, yeah. There is, and people always think you're safer digging down, and I don't understand that. I don't understand that you're safer on land than under land. You always are. You may be safer from nuclear blasts or acidic rain or anything like that, but you're not safe from flooding. And if you looked at the tsunami and everything that hit Japan and wiped out a lot of Japan, it's going to happen here. It's going to happen in these states, especially a lot of the desert states, like Texas, Texas, Arizona, Nevada, everything, all those states were underwater at one time, one point. It can go back to being underwater again easily. People don't understand that. That whole entire valley, that whole entire Grand Canyon can fill up in an instant. The only reason why I got a number to be in that bunker is because I do security, and I also have I'm a master roofer also. So they want to keep people that have blue collar skills and everything in this bunker in Texas. But you'll never hear it on the news. You'll never hear anything about it. Every city in Texas has a bunker. But I'm not scaring anybody. That's one thing I don't do here. I am not a fear monger. I will never be a fear monger. I like to have fun. I like to, joke about stuff, but I'm also serious about a lot of stuff too. And but the thing is every state is going to start implementing this Texas resurgence action or whatever they call it. Every state, you have to meet age requirements. You have to meet, like ain't that the damn truth, Sonny? But look at your city. Start following your city's emergency plans. Hey Susan, how you doing, sis? Start following your city's emergency plans. Follow your citywide emergency plan, because your citywide emergency plan is going to have you meet it. They all say if a catastrophic event happens in your city, meet at this coordinate. Why do you meet at this one specific coordinates? Because there's a bunker there. There is a bunker there. Hell yes, sis. There's a bunker at every major city.
you need to contact your local government agency and everything and find out how or what is at that location. You need to understand what you're getting into. Because if you wind up at that place and you don't know the evacuation protocols, you're going to get pushed aside. And the people that have already planned in your city is going to be accepted in. You're not. You are going to be one of the mass casualties that's out there that they have already planned. They need to know how many people know about this plan. They need to have your name in a computer-based system. So if anything happens to me or whatever, at least my wife is safe. I don't care about anything else. I care about my family being safe. And it's the exact same thing y'all need to realize too, and y'all need to plan for. Because if you don't plan for your family's safety, all hell will break loose. And you need to do it now while everything is safe, not a week before apocalypse happens. It's just like that airport that's in Minnesota, I want to say. It's a working 100% working airport, but there is nobody working there. There is nobody there. There's no planes there. But there is a huge, huge tunnel that leads from one end and nobody knows where it goes. Nobody knows where it ends at. But there's a mural there of a female crying. And in the background, this mural was created before 9/11, okay? This mural was created, I believe it was created 2 years before 9/11 happened. And you see this little girl that's crying. She has wilted flowers in her hand, and behind her you see 2 buildings being crashed into by planes. You see dead bodies all over the place. You see bodies starving. You see food and grocery stores out of food. You need to look it up. It's called like the I think it's like the Red Stallion airport or something like that. And the lights are on, everything's on. Anybody can go into that place, but only if you get to a certain area of that tunnel, then you will see security guards there. And those security guards will tell you to turn around and leave the property. What's up, Eli, brother? How you doing? So, even Jesse the Body Ventura, he had a little show, a conspiracy show, and he did because he was still, a senator at that time, or governor or something like that. I think he was a governor, but he had a TV show. You need to watch it. It's like Jesse the Body Ventura's like conspiracy theories or something like that, and he did a thing about that airport, and he was allowed in. He was allowed to go only a certain. He was only allowed to go a certain amount of miles and everything in that tunnel. And then Men in Black, like not Men in Black, but Men in Black, like BDUs and army uniforms, came out of nowhere and said, "Mr. Ventura, you have to leave." Yeah, yeah. It was a while ago, but a lot of people a lot of people overlooked that show because it was Jesse the Body Ventura, and he was kind of, you know, he was kind of Joe Rogan crazy at that time. But, you know, he did bring to life a lot of shit. Do your research on your state. Check your evacuations for your city. Like I said, the government is making a lot of stuff lately, a lot of bills passing for some reason. And a lot of it is kind of end of the world ideas, end of the world what if bills. And they're spending massive amounts of money on these ideas. And you need to look into it. You need to see what the government's actually doing, because 90% of the bills, 90% of the laws that are being passed is not hitting public, records. It's not hitting public databases. They are contingency plans, what they call it, contingency plans. And you and I, we're not dumb. None of us are dumb on this channel. If we were dumb, then we wouldn't be doing this shit, right? We may be crazy. We may wear tinfoil hats, Oh, I know I do, Eli. I will. I'll get you, brother. We have to see what everybody's doing and why they're doing this stuff. Because if you're left in the dark, you stay in the dark. Nobody's going to shine a light on you. Nobody's going to give you information, just hand out information to you. The government has been that way since the beginning of time. What are you babies doing? Anyways, sorry. And I can't say the same thing about other countries. I can't, because I don't know what other countries are doing. I don't keep up with other countries. It's too much. Right, Shire? How you doing, brother? I mean, I can barely keep up with what America is doing, let alone every other country. But the thing is I know that they're striking a deal with NATO. I know America's striking a deal in a contingency plan program with NATO. You need to look at NATO. You need to look and see what NATO is doing in your country. Because if you want to turn a blind eye, there's nobody to blame but yourself. You can't blame anybody else saying, "Oh, well, somebody should have said this. Somebody should have told us that." No. People can only give you so much information. And they're going to forget about it. Sorry, I'm watching the cats play around. Sorry about that. Yeah. One day, whenever I get free time. But this world is burning. This world is burning from the inside out. It's like a never-ending ember. It's on fire. I mean, it's not on fire per se, but it is smoldering. All it needs is the good amount of, wind to blow and ignite the flame. It's already covered in enough garbage. It's covered in a huge amount of garbage, and it just needs to be ignited. The world used to be Eli. Shire. They only sell non-alcoholic beer on tap, sir, in the afterlife. Non-alcoholic only. And to beat all, non-alcoholic strawberry daiquiris. That's all you get in the afterlife, Shire. And the fish and chips at those pubs, it's oven baked. It's not deep fried. It's not beer battered either. I knew you would say that, Shire. I knew it. But it's the reality of everything. There is going to be a lot of bunkers that you can raid, because I don't think a lot of people know the contingency plans or city evacuation protocols. And that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that a lot of these cities don't go to. I hope a lot of these people do bug out. I hope a lot of these people do leave the city, because that is going to be a gigantic treasure catch, or cache, if you want to be sophisticated and call it a cache instead of a cache. The Patches, get the hell down, girl. You're too old to be jumping like that. Oven baked chips. Yes, sir. Oven baked. That's it. Not beer battered, not deep fried, oven baked. Nah, Eli. Nah. Cannibalism is the very last step in everything. It's always been the last step in everything. Oh my God, look at the gray in my hair. Oh my God, look at this. Where is it? Oh my God. Anyways, sorry about that. But I've just got this massive gray streak running through my hair that I just noticed. Oh, that too. Yeah. Anyways. Fucking gray fox. Thank you, Wally, brother. But you know, there has been a few trinkets. Right, Adenir? Thank you, Shire. Yes, I'll take that as a compliment. The male rogue. I'll take that. But you know, there's been a few trinkets that have came into the light of survival gear lately. If you want to, if you need a good ferrocerium rod, there is a hexagon ferrocerium rod called Dragon Breath that has came out, and that hexagon ferrocerium rod runs about like, I think it's like $80 for it. You're looking at 6-inch long by 1-inch round. You're looking at least over 5 million, strikes off of it. And it throws sparks up to like, I believe it's like 5,600 degrees. It's like an instant spark ferrocerium rod. They're really good. They're really, really high end ferrocerium rods. Also on Temu right now, Temu is selling a 4-pack of magnesium rods. They're 3 inches long by, I think, a half an inch thick magnesium rods for like $3. Are they 100% magnesium? I don't think so, because it's Temu. It's a Chinese company, so it's probably 50% aluminum, 50% magnesium, which is still decent, especially for $2. You're looking at 50 cents a rod for that, and they're doing it with their Black Friday deal right now. And magnesium is it doesn't matter how cheap the magnesium is, it's still a lifesaver in a survival situation. You may want to stock up on those. Don't be just carrying pure magnesium rods, where you're constantly touching them, because you can get magnesium poisoning. But carrying it in a survival bag, a get home bag, something like that, it's okay. But if your hands are sweating, stuff like that, it's not good to hold a magnesium rod in your hand. It's just not. There's also a multi-tool shovel. It's a Japanese like gardening shovel. It's a shottle or a shodel or something like that. It's got one side of it is a blade, like a knife. It's also a root digging, harvesting tool. It's also got a saw on one side. It comes in carbon steel, so you can strike it and create sparks off of it. You can get one of those off of Temu right now for like, I think it's like $7 or $8 for one of them. It's a Japanese gardening tool. They're still good. If you don't have a knife or anything on you, that's the closest thing that for a harvesting tool that you could go out in the middle of the woods and still somewhat survive with it. Yeah, it's like a shottle or something like that. Katadyn. Katadyn has created a new water filter. It is a hand pump, 3-way filtration water filter system. It has a silver lined microfiber filter inside of it, and it's a push pump where, like an extractor pump. Right, Shire. But Katadyn has it's a 2-way push pull filter system. You stick one tube into the running water, and you stick the other tube into the glass or whatever container that you have, and you push and pull on the pump system, and it is. I think it's running right now. I think Katadyn has it's like a Christmas Black Friday deal thing that's going until the beginning of the year, and it's like $200 off of it. It's normally like a $300 water filtration system, and you can get it right now for $100. So that's a good piece of equipment that you can add to your system, and not be breaking the bank with it, because everybody knows Katadyn is expensive. It's still a really good water system. There's also Squatch Bags. There's a company out there called Squatch Bags. They have a lot of like bug out bags, get home bags, stuff like that, and survival bags that you can buy. They're running deals until the beginning of the year also on a lot of their older bag models, like the Mothman and the Skunk Ape and stuff like that, that are usually like $600-$700, and you can get them for around $250. You can get their actual like name brand Sasquatch bag, which is a 65 or 75 liter bag for, I think it's like 200 right now for it. It's a really good bag. It's a really, really good, high quality, high end bag. Temu is also running a lot of Black Friday deals and everything. A lot of their survival gear and stuff. They have a hammock tent system. So a hammock tent system is a aluminum based ring hammock net system, that if you tie it between two trees and everything, it's a canopy hammock, and it's got the bug netting and all that stuff connected to it, so you don't roll out of it in the middle of the night. But if you don't have trees, you can stake it into the ground like a tent, like an old Boy Scout pup tent. It comes with the whole entire setup, everything. I think it's like it's supposed to be a 4 seasons like equivalent. And the 4 seasons hammock tent runs about $400. on Temu, you can get that exact same setup, exact same hammock setup for about $35 right now. It's usually like $125 normally, but with the sales and everything going on, it's about $35. So keep that in mind too when you're looking, even if you're just Christmas shopping for, a friend or whatever that may or may not have the means to get any kind of survival kit or survival, items. And you want to at least get them something. It doesn't have to be name brand. It doesn't. It's just something that's going to last. You know what I mean? And if you get that system for a loved one or whatever, at least you both can be. Yes. There we go, right there. Thank you, Sonny. But oh yeah, Susan, and Temu ships all over the world. They ship to Australia, they ship to United Kingdom, they ship everywhere. So 22, 23, okay. Thanks, Sonny. Yeah. And see, like that's not breaking, that's not breaking the bank. Something like that, it doesn't break the bank. And also you're helping yourself even if you just buy it to train with it. If you rip it, if you destroy it, whatever, buy a backup to it so you know what not to do when you're setting it up. There's multiple things that you can get for dirt cheap. You don't always have to go to Amazon for everything. You don't. There's a lot more cheaper means out there than Amazon, than eBay, Just because it doesn't have a name on it or it has some kind of Chinese name on it, you have to look at all these places. Gerber, 90% of Gerber's stuff is made in China, but it's sold in the United States. It's sold in, England. It's sold all over the place. It's just like, Camillus. Camillus is made 90% of Camillus, like big box store stuff, is made in a sweatshop in China. And you can get all the knockoff brands and everything, but it's not knockoff. It just doesn't have the name Gerber on it. It doesn't have Camillus on it, but it's the exact same blade. Get yourself a training bag. Okay. A training bag is that. It's a training bag. It's for you to know, get 20 items for dirt cheap. Lookalikes of major brands that you want to buy. Go to Temu, see if you can look for the exact same thing. And if you can find it, buy it and train with it. Temu even sells a Falconeven A1 clone. And I can say that that's a clone because Falconeven is a name brand Swedish company. And you can get something that looks exactly like a Falconeven A1. And for pennies on the dollar. A real Falconeven A1 Cost almost $1,500 for that blade. You can go on Temu and buy, I think it's called the Jimish straight edge Bowie knife in Damascus steel. It's the same thing as the Falcon-Even A1. The look, everything. And you can train with it. You can learn the weaknesses and everything because it's a clone. So it should share the same problems. It should have the same techniques, everything in it. And you can get it for like $35, $40. Okay. Yeah. It's a good thing, Susan. It really is. It's for the price, it's worth it. You know? And I even have one. I have one lying around here somewhere. But a hammock is so much easier and it's so much easier and more compact to have a hammock system because it's easy to tear down, it's easy to fold up, it's easy to put up in a moment, in like an hour. You can put it up, sleep, take it down, and go. Unlike a tent, you have to set up everything with it. You have to set up all the poles, you have to set up everything. You have to have a flat enough spot for it because you're sleeping on the ground. You have to protect against rocks and everything. Right, yeah, it's safer. I mean, a snake can climb up in a tree. Yes. A lizard can climb up in a tree. Spiders climb up in a tree. That's why they give that bug net on there. That bug net keeps everything out, even snakes. Right, Dale. They can. They can be a complete and utter torture, especially if you're just packing up for the night and you need to be home tomorrow morning and you don't want to spend 4 hours breaking down your camp. With a tent, it's easy. You just pop the knot and you're gone. Well, that's what they say. Pop the knot and you're gone. Because we used to tie up tents with strings, but now they have tree harnesses and all this stuff that's a complete belt system that is easy. Most of it's Velcro. Most of it's a compression strap that hugs the tree, and you just release the compression on it, and you're good to go. But there's a lot of alternatives out there for survival. Well, no, nothing works against bears. I mean, not even climbing a tree works against bears. But, it won't protect against humans either. I've even had birds run into me when I was sleeping in a hammock. I've had birds run into me and flip me over. Right? Capture a bear, give it food, and it will protect you from other bears. There you go. I would at least prefer to have a bear try to protect me from another bear. That's why they make bear spray. But bear spray is expensive. Yeah. You know, I saw this one YouTube video, and there was a person in California that was on some kind of nature trail, right? It was, I think it was Northern California, and they were walking on a trail, and they saw a mother brown bear, right? And you know, brown bears are more dangerous than black bears. And she had a can of bear spray on her, right? And she had the little bear bell and all that stuff, and she's sitting there with her walking stick, hitting it on the ground, shaking the bell and all this stuff, and the bear was looking at her like she was, stupid. And she's like, "Don't come near me, bear, don't come near me." And the bear starts walking up to her, right? Yeah. Black bears are pretty much teddy bears, But the brown bear started walking up to her, and she pulls the bear spray out. She sprays the brown bear, like empties the whole entire thing on this brown bear, and it looks at her, and like it didn't even phase her. The bear spray didn't even phase that bear, and the bear like shook it off for a second, like shook it, and she looks at she's like standing there. She's still standing there, like she doesn't know what to do. And she looks at the can and everything. She's like reading it while the bear's shaking its head. She's like reading it, and it said, "Shake before use." She didn't do that. She just pulled it and popped the safety pin and just started spraying. So all of the like actual chemical, the actual like pepper like mixture was at the very bottom of the can, and she was just spraying it with like a light mist of pepper and water. And she started shaking it. Then finally, it sprayed the bear with that like that foaming mist. And after she did that and everything, it took off running. But if she could have died. She could have died because she did not know the stuff that she was using. She bought it because somebody told her to, and she waited, and she was complaining about it on the video. She was like, "If they're going to sell me this for like $30-something and not tell me that I got to shake it before I use it if it's in an emergency, then why am I buying this stuff?" And it's like, because you're supposed to read everything that you see and buy. Ginger, get down. Ginger's up in a tree. Oh, Snow. Get down, Snow. Get out of that tree. Sorry. Yeah. Like, people don't understand the stuff that they use. They are told you should get this and not know how to use it. Nobody, that's the problem with a lot of like these YouTube channels and everything. And yes, I'm a part of this YouTube stuff, but I tell you what you need to do. I'm not going to sit there and force you to go buy it and think, "Oh, you got this. I don't need to explain every detail to you." But then I look at videos like that and I'm like, fuck, I guess I do have to explain everything to them. I have to show them picture by picture of what everything needs to be done. There's two types of people. Dumb people and dumb people. Simple as that. Humans believe everything should be already ready and already. People think everything should be ready for a moment's notice. Right, Susan, they are. It's getting to that point, you know. Like today, I had to train somebody, right? And I was like, let me see your cuffs, okay? And they showed me their cuffs, and they got the non-link, the intermitting wrist to wrist handcuffs. And I was like, how do you handcuff somebody? And I was like, you know, do it on me. And he did it wrong. He did it to where the hole is towards the palm of the hand, and you shouldn't do that. You have to do it where the keyhole is facing up the wrist to your elbow. Because if you try to reach under there and try to unlock them, they can grab your hand and grab the keys out from your hand. And it's like, he was like, well, that's not what they taught me in school and everything. And I was like, that is complete bullshit. Everybody in the state of Texas teaches you to handcuff somebody with the handcuff keys up. Because, yeah, I mean, wisdom should come with age. But like this guy was 32. Ed Sheridan. Shire, you know if you bust out Ed Sheridan, they will either eat you, run away, or make love to you. Because if you can't sing, you have to be a ginger. You have to be a ginger to sing like Ed Sheridan. You know that. If you're not a ginger, you can't sing like Ed Sheridan. That is against the laws of nature, sir. Oh, you're good, John, brother. You're good. You have to have a ginger soul to sing like that, and you have to, at least been hurt. I'm not talking about just any kind of hurt. I'm talking about the only hurt a ginger understands, to sing like Ed Sheridan. Snow, get down. Stop chasing the squirrels. Oh, yeah. Because only gingers can feel Ed Sheridan's pain. Only gingers. All right, family. It's been over an hour. So I'm going to get up off here and everything. But like I said, if you're wanting to learn, if you're wanting a good bag with decent equipment, look up Temu. Look up Temu. They're running a huge. Yeah, they do. They got a soul. It's just, It's like that one pickle at the bottom of the pickle jar. It's like that one pickle, you know. You fight and fight and fight. You know it's there, but you can never grab it. That's how a gender soul is. It's there. It's just somewhere. Thank you, Wally, brother. Wally, next time I'll have you up here. How about that, brother? Good to hear that, Susan says. All right. So, like I said, go to Temu. Temu's running some good sales on a lot of survival equipment, aka camping equipment. But look it up. You know, let me know. Let me know in the comments and everything. Let me know what stuff that you found and everything. And you know, if you would like to see a video on something that Temu has and you don't know if you should buy it or not, tell me and I'll buy it and we'll do a video on it. We'll do a live stream about it, okay? All right. I love y'all. Y'all take care, fam. Bye, you beautiful, beautiful rum monkeys. Love y'all.